Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Colombia. We're slowly retaking our territory in Central America. We've now acquired Panama and Costa Rica again and reintegrated that. Also looking at kind of reinvesting in foreign projects, into our economy, getting the populace up for our worker fulfillment, which is absolutely atrocious. And we're just going to make it worse here, building these. Let me bump these down. I'm fine making naval yards and all that, but anything else is kind of a waste. Network infrastructure. It looks like we're capped. Roads. Regular infrastructure, I mean. Looks fine. Where's that island? Can't see it. There it is. How do we have no... That might be the wildest thing I've seen. Bump that up. High capacity. We might already have that everywhere. Go ahead and put one there. Just for the resource gain bonuses. Why can't I research? Mounted ATGMs 2035. Okay. Well, that is limiting. We'll keep at all this helicopter research. And still not gonna hop over and do naval. Isla de Pascua. Okay. Where are the Easter Islands then? This one? Is it maybe this one? No, it's French Polynesia. I would have thought, because this is Galapagos. I don't know. Somewhere down there. Maybe off the map. Who knows? Not a full map. Mostly because it's a flat map, not a sphere or a spheroid. Earth is not a perfect sphere. But anyway, get all this construction done we can. Let's see. A lot of commercialized agriculture districts could be built. That's pretty wild. Definitely would want radars. And everything else, naval yards. Okay. Got pretty good rail line coverage now. I don't... Maybe I can. Oh, yeah, that works. This just barely blocks. Yeah, so that one's impossible. We have very good coverage in the front is what I want. That way we get some redundancy along these back lines. Yeah, see, that not having a rail line is a problem. Did not realize I didn't have anything there. That's not good. Yep. Definitely want to get it. The same battle plans from earlier on our first attempt at Brazil are going to be very critical. I don't think Brazil is going to want to fight us. Wait, Honduras? That? Oh no. I did these out of order? Oh god. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Um. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and move aircraft then. Alright. We'll go ahead and spread these out. Nope. We'll go ahead and get all those set. That way, you should move into position. Alright. We can wait a week. I was not expecting that to be 2023. Or sorry, 2033. Yeah, we'll go ahead and declare. Interesting. Yeah, that was unexpected. I'm gonna have to move units. And they gave up. When do I have Guatemala on deck then? 2036. That's way later. All right. Well, this changes things. How can I not click that? Very confusing. Don't know why that might be. Like, why can I not select it? Go ahead and align this border. I'm not gonna go move them through the ocean. We'll go back and continue training foot infantry in Bogota. We'll add units. And we got a naval facility again. That's okay. Acceptable, one might say. Acceptable. Landowners would gain, but we lose corporate tax revenue. Population tax revenue. This raises corruption. Small limit corporate tax revenue. But we do that and we get back to neutral. So let's go ahead and subsidize. And then we're also going to need to do something about the landowners. Yeah, that's hugely detrimental to everything. I'm gonna have to bump 75. We'll cut the rich, the taxes on the rich. We'll fall into that trap. Yeah, look at our revenue shrink to nothing. Yeah, at least that one activated before the end of the time period, where the other one is you gotta wait for it. That's ridiculous. Productivity. I'm gonna keep bumping these up. Okay, so we got infantry health. These are just random bonuses we're definitely going to want later. Let's get the weapons. This will be small arms. Yeah, I'm not sure why we have a rival government. Tags still, because we took out our. I guess is it because of the breakaway regions and old core regions? maybe? So until we take back everything, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I would have thought that would have gone away once the other Colombia was taken over. That part alone is confusing. Alright, so we're getting resource bonuses now. This would help with fuel production. This gives us rail line manufacturing. Rail line manufacturing is too good to pass up. Especially with this long a line here. Make us even more effective. And it looks like we're getting 500,000 population every month. Georgia and Azerbaijan were annexed by somebody. Greater Armenia and Iran. Yeah, I can't power project that far, so I'm not really worried about the Middle East right now. Don't have the naval research. About to be able to get our anti-aircraft even better. When do we get vehicle research? In 100 days. Yeah, we'll get the 5th gen vehicles. Crazy. Alright, that's moving back over to armor production. Let's we'll go ahead and max out all this equipment. Yeah, that's good work. When do we get Guatemala? 2036. 2037. Honestly, taking Guyana would be great because that would give me access to Suriname, where I have a full mountain range protecting us. Ooh, they attacked Guyana? Oh no. Let's lower our relations with Brazil. I want to see if we can get a war goal or get them to attack us. I love how they're guaranteeing their independence and they bomb them. Why do I not have any missions available? Can't do any raids except against France. Yeah, Brazil looks tough, but they've got a lot of units that just aren't going to be effective. They do have some 5th gen aircraft, but most of it's close air support. 10,000 4th gen IFVs. So infantry fighting vehicles. They'll be tough. They just won't be able to keep it up. Especially in the forest or in the jungle, where we have a significant advantage. Alright. Vehicle research. I think I've got mostly everything I want here going. So let's get over to the infantry page. Make sure we get our equipment. Excavation's done. Ooh, that's really nice. I think we finished most everything I want based on rushing stuff. We could start missile tech or go into naval bone research. Yeah, I think we go into Navy researches so that we can start projecting power. Stealth frigates are going to be the first thing we're going to want to manufacture. 1000% stealth frigates. Let's see what we can unlock. I think everything here is already done, right? Okay, so now we're just in bonuses. Updates, reliability. We'll go ahead and bump a couple of these. So that's man-pad air attack or anti-tank guided missile hard attack. I definitely want small arms bonuses. I don't really care about productivity of those. We'll go ahead and get that. This is where it gets hard. 20% for either. Only for man pads, and this is only for anti-tank guided missiles. I think these are going to be more prevalent. And then we can get bonuses for all these. And either or reliability for CNC equipment or org bonus. I think I'm going to go 15% org bonus increase. And then here, small arms or artillery. We're going small arms. That is more applicability. And that'll finish out most of our traits. Let's see if there's anything that boosts production costs, that lowers them. Lowers resource need. Research bonus, not worth it. Radar advantage and speed. I don't like the production cost increase. Efficiency gain versus efficiency cap. I'd rather have the cap. We're just not going to take anything right now. Get back on helicopter engines. Finish up comsats. And then we're about to get our equipment bodies. So that'll be really good. 15 of 15. Okay, we have 11 days with reduced income still. Like we had to take loans out. For whatever reason. Some event, I think, is what that was from. Alright. As long as we're not losing ground on worker fulfillment again. And we'll have the state buy that. Even though it's going to cost us money. Okay, what are we looking at? Still at 62%. Qatar is doing some weird things. That's cool. Recruits. I'm gonna go ahead and deploy these. We need to get another army group built out. Where is this group of 2? Oh, they're on the southern border. That's right. They're defending against Paraguay. Let's go ahead and fix this up. We're going to call this Home Operations Command, which is what it should be. And we're going to have the new theater for this unit we just made. North American Command. I just want to keep my command theaters the same. I always do. We're looking for unpromoted lieutenant generals. And we're just going to put them on this border. And they'll just head over there, do their thing. Alright, active protection systems. Yeah, we just want to prevent enemy units from moving into the territory. That's our only goal. turbo ramjet finish. And this will let us make 6th-gen bombers, I think. Building quite a few ports, but that'll maximize our supply routes along this border here. I think I need forts along the whole front. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to our build queue. Oh, that's a huge gain too. Let me go ahead and make sure the build queue gets these connected first. And I'll deal with that. And yeah, I'm gonna want this for defense in depth. Just so there's nowhere they can get a foothold. That looks perfect. Alright. Close this. Our armored research is fine. Definitely time to work in the naval stuff we're missing. I'm not going to worry about getting those assigned in industry. And I don't know why I don't have like a rail line going straight there. That's kind of crazy. You would think I would just have one then go in there, and you can have one here. And you just go up. Something like that. Have something there, have something there. Makes it a lot more, like, gives it a lot more redundancy. Hmm. Crazy. There we go. That should be a hub. Same here. Don't really have good supply coverage deep in our territory. Like here, probably need one. All the way around. That's what I would need. For actual strategic coverage. This is wild. Okay, kick these down. And what are we looking at? GDP wise, still in the same spot. Moved up 4 trillion though in GDP since the last look. No territorial gains. Civilian industry is going to be about the same. Yeah. Navy's not going to do anything. Still in shock by the land armies on this playthrough are huge. Crazy. We've actually made some progress on the anti-aircraft needs that we had. That's surprising. We're up to 700 aircraft, though. That's probably even crazier. Yeah. About to get thermal camo. Nice. Alright, when's this election? 2034. The Green Alliance somehow is ahead. We're gonna go ahead and boost the autocrats again. For the role play. Let's get rid of the Green Alliance. If we can. Oh, I'm gonna be just short. Being able to completely eliminate it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll end here with the Green Alliance eliminated. I'll catch everyone on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.